Head to Dollar Tree and get this ghost, but don't worry, it's not going to look anything like this. I unraveled it, and then with a piece of cardboard, I traced out the shape to make it flared and cut it out. Once I cut it out, I painted it white so it wouldn't show through and hot glued it to the part that had the original face. I cut it down so that it looks like the Pottery Barn ghost, and then I added a little light to it. I got this at Dollar Tree and added some more fabric just to cover that light and cut it down. Now I grabbed some felt from Dollar Tree and cut out the little eyes, hot glued it in place, and look at the difference between these two ghosts. Now I grabbed a wreath and I spray painted it black. Now I'm going to add some twinkle lights. I found these at Dollar Tree. They have them in different colors and I use the orange. Instead of wrapping them around, I'm just going to stick them through the little branches, and I'm not going to use any hot glue. I use 2 packs of these, and then to secure this all in place, I use this from Dollar Tree, opened it up, wrapped it around and around, and then just kept tucking into the branches. Once I was done, I added my little ghosty, and bam. Here's my version, and here's what Pottery Barn is selling for $59. Y'all, this has to be the coolest and easiest DIY ever. Go to Dollar Tree and get yourself some skulls or anything spooky. I got these 2, and because these are plastic, I'm going to sand everything down. I'm using a sanding sponge, which you can also buy at Dollar Tree. Get into all of the nooks and crannies. I'm talking about the chin, the top, the eyes, everything. And once the shine is gone, make a hole at the bottom using an X-Acto knife. I'm gonna link the original creator below, but this turned out so cool. I grabbed a drill and I made some holes on the eyes and on the nose and on the top, and I went to Goodwill and I got a pot that I knew I was never going to use for anything but crafts. I cleaned it because you don't know what people are boiling in there, and anyway, fill this up with enough water to cover your skulls and get some utensils that you're not going to use. Now you're going to need borax. For every cup of water that you used, use a 1/4 cup of borax. Also, look how clean I got this pot. Yay me. Turn on your stove and make sure that this comes to a boil. If it looks like it's hot but not quite boiling, then move on. It's not ready yet. You're going to want to cover it up, wait till it boils, and once it is nice and hot, then you can add your borax and stir until it is clear. Once your water's clear again, I use dye, but Dollar Tree has food coloring. You're just gonna need a lot of it. Stir it up and then turn off the stove. It's important that you do this because this is plastic. It's not meant to be boiled. Even though the water is hot, you just don't want the stove on so this doesn't melt. Make sure that you submerge it in really well, cover it up, and make sure you wait at least 24 hours. So this is what it looks like. Make sure you decorate it with Dollar Tree goodies, and how cute is this?
You only need 3 things to make this super cute ghost. Grab a tomato cage, pull it together, and tie it with a rubber band. All you need for the head is a styrofoam ball. You don't have to add lights, but I love to do it, especially for a nighttime decoration. Halloween is all about moody lighting. He looks cute just like that, or you can add some eyes. All I did was cut out some black paper for eyes, and that's it. He's so cute, so easy, and so affordable.
Halloween DIY Part 7.
third year that I've made this cauldron, and every year I make a few adjustments. Start by adding some filler to the bottom of your cauldron. Then you're going to take off all the tops of your ornaments. These are plastic iridescent ornaments. I used 2 different sizes. Then add your fairy lights. I used purple and I used 2 strands. Then add some more ornaments on top. I secured those with hot glue. Also, start gluing them down the side of your cauldron to make it look like bubbles are spilling over. What do you think?
Get some old books. Glue on a dollar store snake. And embellishments. Don't burn yourself. Like this, with a paper towel. Apply Mod Podge and jam it in the cracks. Once dry, paint it black. Add gold. Dirty up the pages. Add letters.
How to make spooky statues for your at-home graveyard. I started with a long stick. I put a foam head on top of it and cut up some pool noodles to make shoulders. I duct taped all of this in place. It's not pretty, and that's fine. I also added a spine to give some curve to the back. Then I hammered a stake into the ground and screwed the stick to it. It stands up well on its own and is about human height. Then I took some cheap canvas drop cloths from my local hardware store and draped them over it to make the cloth. For each statue, I used one 9x12 canvas drop cloth. After that, I used truck bed liner spray to coat all of the canvas. This will stiffen it up and preserve all the wrinkles. Then I used this faux bronze spray paint to fill in all the folds of the fabric. While all of this is wet, I used a gloved hand to get in there and mess with it a little more to make it more dynamic. The spray will make the fabric stick to itself, so use that to your advantage. Then I used a jade color spray paint to create the patina. I did this by spraying down from above and highlighting the outer parts of the folds. The combination of this highlight and the bronze lowlights makes the statue look aged and weathered. And by the way, if you're enjoying these videos, I'm now doing long-form spooky tutorials year-round over on Patreon as part of my new web series, Out of the Ether with Brandon Hardy. And that's it! Surround them with tombstones and spooky lighting for maximum impact. If you're really evil, you can hide a real person among these and move when people walk by. Hopefully this gives you some ideas on...
It's a bad idea, right? It's